Hey guys, MTGBTB here, and today I'm going to be the deck tech. I'm going to be reviewing the Temur Energy aggro deck, which I built. It's kind of creature heavy, but it's aggro. You see a lot of Temur Energy decks, but I feel what they try and do is like ramp out big creatures and win that way. What this deck is trying to do is curve out fairly well and win that way. I mean, you can ramp out to get the Glory Bringers and Bristling Hydras like the other deck does. It is somewhat budget. The lands is like where the price goes up a lot, I'd say, in my opinion. With 4 Game Trails, 4 Botanical Sanctums, and 4 Ether Hub. I mean, this by itself is €20, the playset. This by itself is a 10, so that's 30 right there. This, who knows? Who knows? 24? 16, sorry. 16, so land base, kind of expensive. It is 80, just below 80 bucks. I'm gonna say bucks because I don't know how much it is. I don't know what the currency. Bucks probably means dollars. I don't know, who cares? It is 80 of whatever currency TCG player uses, probably dollars, honestly. So pretty much it tries to curve out, so let's just go by convert mana cost. Can I do that? Boom. So 0 drop is the lands. Let's go through the lands first. It's running 4 Ether Hubs, 4 Botanical Sanctums, 5 Forests, 4 Game Trails, 1 Island, and 3 Mountains. So pretty much it runs 1 Island just so 200 Ether can get it. It runs 5 Forests because you want to run as many Forests as possible so you can hit that at 200 Ether on turn 1. 4 Game Trails, 3 Mountains because you always want to draw 2 of them for the Glory Bringer. That's the case in most decks, but this deck's kind of aggro. 4 Ether Hub just because it's a great mana in all energy decks. Botanical Sanctum, I mean, it's a fast land. Green blue, it's really good. Forests, I already said. Game Trails, red mana is useful. And that's pretty much it for lands. I'm running 21 because I have 4 Tuner Ethers. So anyway, moving on to the 1-drop slot. I have 4 Tuner Ethers just to search up a land and get some energy. It's always good. 4 Greenbelt Rampagers. It is really good to do turn 1 a Tuner Ether, turn 2 Greenbelt Rampager and Magma Sprayer, dude. I'm also running 2 Magma Sprays, as you can see. The Greenbelt Rampager plan of the turn 2 Magma Spray isn't that good. Well, it's actually pretty good. In my deck, which I'm actually running properly in like FNMs and the PPTQ, which was last week, which I went 3 and 2 at, which I'm pretty happy with, is running Greenbelt Rampagers, but it's Black-Green Constrictor, so you can turn 2 Greenbelt Rampager Fatal Push, which is amazing, because there's so many good 2-drops which you would just want to kill. In this deck, there's the Servative Conduit, which you always want to kill, because you don't want Bristling Hydra on turn 3, that's deadly to most decks. And anyway, moving on, 2 Magma Sprays, good against zombies. I'd run 2 more in the sideboard, but I don't build sideboards. Moving on to 2-drop slot, 4 Harness Lightnings, it's just great removal no matter what. 2 Long Tusk Cubs, I mean, pretty self-explanatory. You always want to, it's really good 2-drop and you want to draw it. 4 Servants of the Conduit, because you turn on the 4-drop is important to get on turn 3 against like control decks, or generally any deck, I suppose. 4 Vataic Brawlers, because this is an aggro deck and this is one of the best, in my opinion, one of the most aggro best cards in Standard. Second most in my opinion, because number 1 is the next card, which is Last New Helion. It is just a 3 mana 4/4 haste. When it enters the battlefield, you get 2 energy at the beginning of your end step. Sacrifice it unless you pay 2. So pretty much, you just go turn 1, Tuner Ether, or like, I don't know, Greenbelt Rampager, who cares? Turn 1 a Tuner Ether, turn 2 Voltaic Brawler, turn 3 Latin New Helion, swing it for 8 on turn 3. It's just pretty goddamn broken. Your opponent's already at 12. You can pay the 2 energy you got off this on end step, so you have another 8 attacking for 8 next turn. If you play another Latin New Helion, that's lethal already on turn 4, which is just, Jesus, that's just broken. 4 Rogue Refiners, it is a 3/2 for 3, which is okay. When it enters the battlefield, it draws you a card and gives you 2 energy, which makes this, in my opinion, the best card. The most, how do I say this? The reason the Temur decks play blue, in my opinion, is Rogue Refiner, maybe Whirler Virtuoso as well, but Rogue Refiner I'd say it's such a value card. It draws you a card, gets you 2 energy, gives you decent body. It's like, it's all you could want. Moving on, Wheel of Virtuoso. I'm only running 2 of these, but they're good situationally, like in case you need something to dump all your energy and it's a board stall, you've like a lot of energy just playing off top decks. You draw Wheel of Virtuoso on his turn, even if it gets killed, like in response, you can just pay all your energy and make a bunch of top tiers and attack in. You can do that even if it's not a board stall, and well, it's good against board stalls pretty much. If both players have a lot of creatures and you can't get through, it's always good to make a bunch of flyers. 3 Bristling Hydras is just, it's a great creature, to be honest. Don't know why it says, oh, okay. It's a great creature, to be honest. It can protect itself, which is really useful. It gives itself hexproof. When it enters the battlefield, you get 3 energy, and then it can protect itself for the 3 energy. There's a brief window when it enters the battlefield with the ETB trigger on to stack when you have no energy, but to be honest, by turn 4 or sometimes turn 3, you usually have 3 energy. Like, even if you cast it on turn 3, it's Attune with Ether, turn 1, turn 2, Servant of the Conduit, tap, pay 1 energy, you have 3 energy when playing the Bristling Hydra, so that's pretty good. You can protect yourself twice at that point. I actually did that today at the weekly Wednesday Standard tournament in my local game store, which is Reroll Games. If you guys want to look that up, I don't know. It's a great store, you guys should come by if you live in the area. 2 Glory Bringers, which is for the 5 drop, because it's just such a great card. Like, out of nowhere, just you get a 4/4 flying with haste. Like, your opponent, okay, at this point they probably will expect it, but because it's played so much, it's just so good. It can just attack and just straight up kill a creature they control. Not non-dragon, so it can't kill another Glory Bringer, but 2 Glory Bringers just attacking at each other, just constantly. You attack with Glory Bringer, kill your creature, you take 4. It's just amazing. So anyway, that's the deck. I will playtest it now if you guys want, because I did that last time. This is my second upload for the day on this channel. So let's see. How would you guys play this? Would you guys keep this? I would, because it's got the Bristling Hydra on turn 3. Anyway, so Game Trail, Reveal Forest, because it's always good to get some dual lands. Tap 1, Greenball Rampager, turns to hand, get an energy. Forest, Servant of the Conduit, get 2 energy. Then Forest, tap, Bristling Hydra, get 3 energy, get my hand. Then Botanical Sanctum sadly enters tapped. Into tap for blue. I suppose you want to represent as many colors as possible. Rogue Refiner, 2 energy, draw a card. Tap 1, Greenball Rampager, pay 2 energy, attack for 4. See how much of a board stage has got in 1 turn. It's just so good. Land. Glory Bringer, attack for 8, 9, 10, and 16, and that's lethal. Turn 5. See how great this deck is? I mean, let's try again, because I didn't seem to draw any of my... This is a snap keep, but for the sake of this, because I want to draw some of my aggro cards. I mean, you know they're in there. Just like Latnuhelion on turn 3 is amazing. I'd honestly play Latnuhelion over Bristling Hydra on turn 3. Well, actually, depends on the matchup. If it's control, I just slam Bristling Hydra from on the play, because they have 2 mana up. They could censor it or Essence Scatter, but like sometimes you just gotta go for when playing against control, because if you resolve it, you pretty much win. So risk reward ratio is actually pretty high, in my opinion. Anyway, that has been the deck of the day. Well, second deck of the day. I don't know. This one has been more expensive. The other one was €20. This one's 80. Hope you guys enjoyed that anyway. I mean, you could cheapen it down if you just took away the lands and replaced them with basics. Which, I mean, yeah, you can get away with it because of the tunes. But it's just like more consistent if you make... The more expensive, the more consistent it is. Let's be honest here. Hope you guys enjoyed that anyway. Leave a like if you did. See you guys later.